Hello everyone, welcome back to Tekkit and Terminal Sites. This is episode number 13 and today we're going to do a whole lot of stuff. So I have added a new, please ignore this mess on the right hand side for now, we'll get to that in a second, but I have added, should have gone the other way around. I've added one more low voltage solar array and I had a spare so I chucked that on as well. So producing a little more power. So our quarry's kicking in a little bit faster now. I think it is at full pace. I've had a look at the drilling arm down there, and it's flying along. I think as fast as it can go. But I'll check that, and I might report in next episode when we talk about how much things cost power-wise. However, what I have done, if we sneakily look underneath here, I have added. I wish I had done that, but I have added some cables from the power plant all the way through and around and back into my house. That means that now it's running all the way through here under my marble floor, which I've carved out underneath here, so we can add all sorts of wires and cables and wires and cables, same thing, all sorts of cables and plumbing and all sorts underneath here. But the result is that we now have power going to all of these, and this thing, get out of here. Right, so as you can see, this is all cleaned out, and I'm actually going to put some torches under here. So I've got a bat box here that's been storing up energy when these aren't being used, which is great for the solar panels. And these are just hooked up just like normal. So instead of a generator over here, we've now got a much better system. So that's all great. Of course, how do I get out of here now? That's a problem, isn't it? Let's just borrow a piece from here. So that's a little bit about what I've been doing. What happened to my... I'm missing a piece of marble. Did it just disappear or am I going mad? Oh, okay, that's a bit weird. Oh, of course not, because the generator was there. Good start, isn't it? Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to start off by the makings of nano armor. We're gonna start looking into nano armor because, as you can see, I'm naked. I look cool because I've got goggles and a scientist outfit, but I've got no armor at all. So we're going to make something called nano armor. And nano armor basically, there's quite a few bits to it, but essentially uses carbon plates and diamonds. Energy crystal is just a diamond surrounded by redstone. So carbon plates are made by taking 4 coal dust, which you get from putting a coal in a macerator to make raw carbon fiber. And then you take 2 of these raw carbon fibers to make a mesh. And then you compress the mesh to make a carbon plate. So we need a lot of coal dust. So I've got that process off here, making coal dust, and I've been slowly but surely working them into this chest here. So as you can see, I've started making a lot of these already. So that's great, and that's sort of tier 1 of the armor. So there you go. The next thing is we're going to make a project table. Now, project table is slightly different from a crafting table. So if we look at the recipe, it's just stone across the top, some wood, a crafting table, and a chest. So nothing too major there. So 3 stone. So let's get that smelting. Obviously, a crafting table is easy to make, and so is a chest. So let's go ahead and make a chest. We should make it for 1 more. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this project table. Project tables are are excellent. You will wonder how you lived without it for so long. So let's just put this down. Get rid of this. Put that down. Ta-da! Okay. So let's just put the old crafting table down because it can be useful to just do a very quick craft there. But essentially, it's the normal crafting table, except we have this chest of worth of stuff here, so we could move commonly used items into this chest. And then basically, if you wanted to make crafting tables, let's say for example you wanted to make 8 crafting tables, you just put 4 blocks in here like you would normally, and when you click, it doesn't remove the blocks. It takes them from the chest and replenishes them. So you just click, 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 instead of having to, go through this and add, 8 different ones here, and it's cumbersome. So that's all good. Now the next thing I want to talk about is we're going to need some diamonds and stuff, and we need EMC. And we're not getting sufficient amount from the quarry yet to get any kind of EMC going. Let me just switch it back to dangerous mode. I turned it off by accident. So we need to get more in here to turn it into EMC. So rather than going full out and doing equivalent exchange, which basically makes EMC from sunlight, and not even sunlight, artificial light like glow dust and pumpkins, pumpkin lanterns, or jack-o'-lanterns. So we're going to sort of do a halfway house. We're going to do a very poor man's version of it, and in my opinion, it's not quite cheating. Well, I don't think it is anyway, but I guess that's the jury's open on that. So we're going to need a bit of iron. I'll put that in the project table. We're going to need redstone, wood, and cobblestone. Might need a bit more cobblestone. But essentially, the way it works is you put lava in one side, you put water in the other. Of course, when lava and water meet, they create cobblestone. And then red power has something called a block breaker, which breaks the block and puts it into a pneumatic tube. So let's have a look at the recipe. So it's just a piston, an iron pickaxe, cobblestone on either side, and a redstone. So we only need to make 2 of these because I've made 6 of them earlier. So we are going to need just a little bit more cobblestone. So should I do this in night time? Me and my science outfit, not quite. It's going to get me in trouble if I'm not careful. Oh god, there's a skeleton. That'll do. Leave me alone. I'm naked. Okay, so this can get a bit complicated if we get this wrong. So that should be enough. So let's make the piston first. I think it's like this, and a redstone. I always get this wrong way around. Oh, I didn't that time. So here's a good example. So I need 2 pistons. So I click once, and it updates the quantities and grabs the next piston. So that's just ace. I love that. So we're still short on cobblestone. Let's make it daylight because the quarry needs to run in the daylight anyway until we get a bit more power. Which hopefully we're gonna be able to produce a lot more power once we get this cobblestone generator going. There's loads of cobblestone generators online, loads and loads of them. So there's compact ones that just do 2 blocks at a time and pump it through, so they're nice and neat and tidy. And then there's other versions that are huge and use loads of pipes and they're really complex. I tend to use one that's slightly in the middle. I'll post the link to the guy that I found it off, because I'm just like you guys. When I started out in Tekkit, I used loads of YouTube videos like Duncan's Tekkit, and I'm still watching the Jaffa Factory because it's just brilliant. Those guys are hilariously funny, and big up to them for their series. They're really good at it. So right, so piston in the middle, a redstone at the bottom. I think it's, oh sorry, yeah, getting ahead of myself here. Make sure you don't make too many of these. It's easy to do with the project table. Just be warned that you may end up making more items than you meant to by accident. So just go a bit easy. Okay, so 6. God, just had enough. So there's one block breaker. There's another block breaker. Now, the other thing is, we're going to be putting these block breakers all in one big line, and there's no room to put any sort of redstone to power it. So, for example, up here, we've got these. Oh, if you remember from my previous episodes where I thought this needed a timer to run, we had some red alloy across here. Well, there's no room for red alloy when you're doing quite a tidy block breaker system. So what we do is we use pneumatic pipes, or tubes, sorry, but we put redstone on them. So what that does is it creates a powered redstone tube, or what's called a redstone tube, and it actually carries a circuit with it. So if we put 8 block breakers in a row and put the redstone tubes on top of them, it acts as a pneumatic tube and a redstone power source as well. So pretty cool, and that will become apparent in just 2 minutes. So let's have a look at what we've got. Oh, sorry, I need to go grab my the ones that I made before this. So I've just to save on a bit of time, I know this is a let's play and I seem to keep switching between them, but I have made 6 block breakers already. Oh, don't forget to pick up your stuff from the crafting bench. I'm always forgetting to do that. There we go, and a timer. So let's just put away this generator and let's take a look at this thing, and hopefully this will make sense. Okay, so what we've got here is we've got 2 channels. One channel is for the lava, one channel is for water. It doesn't matter which is which, and I want to use 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I was going to use 6 before, but I really want this to. I really want a really good amount going in here, so that's fine. Actually, I can use dirt. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we'll put the block breakers down and just put them any old way for now. Just put them in a row like this, and basically you need to use your screwdriver and point them in the right direction. And the right direction is not the big hole like this. You want the other side, the little hole. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So we're all in a row. And let's just do this. So my pneumatic tube is going to come out of here. Dangerously close to the lava actually, so I think I'll put the water on that side. It honestly doesn't matter too much. And then the redstone goes like this. There we go. And then if I grab a little bit of redstone dust and plonk it on the floor, it gets power from the redstone, so anything we put on there like a lever or whatever is going to activate all of these redstone pipes. And the block breaker is basically going to punch the block below it and suck it up into the tube. So obviously when this is filled with redstone, lava here and water here, and I turn this thing on, it's going to punch away the blocks, put them in the redstone pipe, send them up. The lava's going to come in, the water's going to come in the other side, and it's instantly going to create more blocks. And the timer's going to be ticking away, and it's just going to continually send a line of 8 cobblestone into the pipe, around and through and into the energy condenser. So we're essentially going to create about 8 EMC every 1.5 seconds. So it's nothing like equivalent exchange. Okay, so enough talking. Let's get this thing on the road. So let's do the lava first. This bit is a bit scary. I think 2 buckets is enough. I'm a bit concerned that it won't be, but we'll see. So make sure you put it above, 1 block above, because if you put it on the bottom block, the water's going to rush in and it's going to convert the power, the source of the lava into obsidian, We don't want that. We only want it to flood in the bottom layer. So put one bucket here. And hope that is that flowing? Yeah, so perfect, okay. And then put the other one in again, about 3 in here. And you should just let that flow through. Okay, I'm pretty sure that'll be enough. I'm a bit concerned that's not going to flood into that last one. If it doesn't, then we might have to create another bucket here and one on the end. But we'll see. It's at the very least it's gonna create some. So put one bucket of water here and another bucket of water 3 in as well, and that should, like I say, I'm a bit concerned about those end ones. They don't look like they're deep enough, but we'll see. Okay, so put your timer, which we've learned how to create in the previous episodes, right here. And we'll set this to about 1.5 seconds. Oops, wrong way. I think that should be enough. And I just right clicked on that and pressed E to close the interface. Again, use the screwdriver, flip it around so that these two ends line up, and we should see this thing kick in. There we go. So there's not enough lava for the end one there, and there's not enough lava for the end one here. So we're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're getting 6 instead of 8. So we need to put another piece of lava here, and we need a bit of lava on the other side over here. So I'll do that off camera, but you get the idea. So this is pumping through 6 every 1.5 seconds. And if we flip back to our energy condenser, well, you can see it's coming. You can just see it through the bottom there. It's flying through. So you can see the numbers going up here fairly rapidly now. So if you're on a server and you're doing this and you're off and you put down a world anchor or something so it always loads a block while you're offline, this is basically creating EMC while you're AFK. And some people don't like it. If you're against it, don't use it. It's not a problem. If you're happy to, run 2 or 3, 4, 5 quarries with running generators or whatever you please, that's fine. You don't have to use a cobblestone generator. I like to because I just want to kind of get into the good stuff, and especially for this episode, so I can show you how it works. So let's cover this up because it's a bit dangerous sitting there with lava just pouring out. Actually, I'm not going to because I need to get to it, don't I? So okay, so that's cobblestone generators, and we've got our power hooked up, so we're looking quite good power wise. I'm going to add a couple more of these, and hopefully the quarry, and we'll have lots of power going through. The nano armor will continue next episode. We do need some diamonds for that, so we're a little ways off. Not too far, but we are a little ways off. So let's go ahead and have a look at these. Yeah, we've got quite a lot of this going. So we still need to make a compressor in order to compress this stuff. But yeah, I think we're pretty much there for this episode. That's about all I wanted to cover. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Next week we'll crack on and get some more power going, some generators. I also want to talk to you next week. Just a quick heads up for next week. I really want to find a volcano. I want to talk about teleportation pipes and a few other means of power source that don't require resources such as coal to run. So we're going to look at wind turbines. We'll look at water mills. We'll look at geothermal generators as well. So all that to look forward to next week, next episode. But as always, please leave a like if you enjoyed it or got something out of it, and your feedback is much appreciated. So thanks very much everyone, and as usual, have a great day. Bye for now.